Welcome to In Good Company with Mitch Morse. I am your host, Mitch Morse, and I'm joined by KC Hahey. We have an exceptional guest coming on
Oh yeah.
at about 10 past the hour. His name is Osiris Torrance, entering his fourth year in the NFL, drafted in the second round in 2023. We passed by each other one season. His first season was my last season. Fantastic dude. We can't wait for you guys to enjoy this. But before that, we're going to chat about a few things, including about how I failed as a father today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of In Good Company with Mitch Morse.
I've got a long list of real good reasons for all the things I've done. And regret is just a memory written on my brow. And there's nothing I can do about it now.
Ugh. I'll tell you what, that ending does not get old. You know who also doesn't get old? Willie Nelson. He's still doing it, dude.
Fine wine.
My man, he is fine wine. He's got to be what, 98, close to it.
Oh.
Still out there doing tours, streaming his guitar. What's it called?
He's got a 6-string?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, he's got one trigger. Triggers his guitar. He's got a guy who travels with him, whose sole job is to tune it and make sure that it's okay. It's got a bunch of holes and stuff, and he always said that when Trigger decides that it's done, when he breaks, he'll be done. And this thing is just, I mean, talk about wear and tear and just fine wine, perfect amount of age and sauce. This guitar looks like a sneeze, and this thing's going to explode. But God bless him.
Hey, I mean that's a good end line. Like, hey, when this thing goes, it's my time to go as well.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like, please, at some point, this guitar has to stop. Hey, in news, Case and I were chatting off air. April Fool's kind of smoked all of us. But
Everybody got traded.
everyone got tricked. It always every year. I'm like, this year I'm not going to get tricked, and then the Twitter thing is like, oh look, Von Miller's joining the Raiders. No, he's not. Guess what? He's not. But April 2nd comes around today. Big news coming out in the pipe that our guy Josh Allen is now a dad, girl dad. So congratulations to
Hey, wait,
Josh.
Josh.
And this news came about. We're all elated for the guy. And you think about it, and it makes you think about you as a parent and how these, we became a parent over 6 years ago, and how there's triumphs of parency, parenthood, rather parency. There's triumphs of parenthood, but there's also many shortcomings. And today was a shortcoming, and I would like to kick off back with a segment that started the show, which is get it off your chest. And it's not going to be about farts or poops. This is going to be about just like pure, honest, where I failed as a dad today. Dude, I don't know. Some days my little guy is 4 years old. He's just the best. And some days he's not mean. He's just got this way of looking at you after you say something. And you've said it to this guy 1,000 times. He's answered it one way, and today he's just like, nope, not today. I'm not feeling it. I'm not into it. And he's like, some days he's awesome with please and thank you. And some days he's just like this, that, gimme, now. And I'm just like, and you can only say, where did you forget how to say please and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, we got to go to baseball practice, and we have lunch or dinner. He calls it lunch. Drives me nuts. I'm like, where's my lunch? I'm like, first of all, it's dinner, right? And then you forget he's 4 years old, and you have to remind yourself because And he's like, I want mac and cheese. I'm like, you've had mac and cheese for the last 3 meals. They will call Child Protective Services on me if I give you mac and cheese for a 4th meal. You're getting something
chicken
else.
Fingers.
Chicken fingers were part of it. Sis wanted chicken fingers. He wanted what he calls a melty cheese. Then Sis was like, a melty cheese sounds good. I'm in it. But they're used to just like this, whatever, the bread loaf. But Mom, Katie's been starting to make up some sourdough bread.
Ooh.
I'm like, dude, I got the griddle out. I'm going to butter this thing up. I'm going to get the sourdough. I'm going to butter it down, put it there. I got some cheese. What I even did was I got like this little bowl to steam it real quick to get the cheese melted inside. And then I flipped it. I buttered it again. I bring it out. Oh, Casey.
Dude.
Casey, beautiful.
I got full torque.
Fall, yeah. No, blood is flowing, right? And I can't wait for my kids to come down from the bath for them to look at it. My son looks at it, doesn't even taste it, and goes, "It tastes yucky." And I'm like, "Dude, you haven't even tasted it." And he goes, no, ick. And he touches it like with this thing, and he does this like squirm. I'm like, "You touch it with your finger. Take a bite." He won't. I'm just like, "Take a bite." So he takes a bite, and he does one of these. He goes like, he's like, I'm like,
No.
"Dude, it is bread, cheese, bread, sandwiched between butter, right? It's buttery in there." And I got to this back and forth where he's just kind of being stinky, and the words that came out of my mouth verbatim were, "If you don't eat this sandwich, we're going to have an effing problem." I said that to a 4-year-old. And you want to talk about just like you hear yourself say something like that out loud? And he looked at me like, I win. You're not supposed to have. And it's those moments like that that you sit back and you realize, like, dude, I don't know, every night I sit down before I go to bed and I think about all the times I failed as a dad, and I'm like, I'm going to change that. And then the next day you wake up and you just fail again and again and again. He ended up doing great at baseball. We had an awesome day. But what an experience, what a terrible thing to feel as a parent. So hopefully I do better, and hopefully he eats his grilled cheese. Or we're going to have a problem. Or we're going to have a real problem.
The fact is that he said he said yucky before he even tried it. So in his mind, he didn't want it to begin with.
The blood was boiling.
Who doesn't? All right.
All right, he's 4.
All right.
Right? He's 4.
I know. And I love D-Man and Sis.
He's the man. He's the man.
But someone that turns down a grilled cheese at any moment is not good with me.
No, dude. So, like, it's one of those things that my wife, who knows me and knows stuff like this, she was in earshot. So she comes in and she's like, because she knew with her eyes, I knew it wasn't
Did
the move.
I just hear what I think I heard?
She's like, "Hey, man, you want to take us?" She's like, "You okay?" That's all she said. And I'm like, "You know what? I'm not okay." In other news, just a quick tidbit, and then we'll let Osiris on.
Yeah.
Some news of the day was that the Las Vegas Raiders got a backup quarterback. Well, seemingly, maybe, possibly. You see this big number, and I got to tell you, I might be in the minority here, Casey. I think Kirk Cousins is still a value in this league, whether it's a starter or a backup.
I agree. I 100% agree. He's proven to be a starter at times. He's had some bumpy goes.
No doubt.
But I mean, you look at some guys that, I mean, you can go down a list of some proven backups, or there were starters that became backups, and you're making a great living. Your knowledge of being a starter and working with, the new star. I mean, it's invaluable, to be honest.
No.
You can never think anything other than Kirk Cousins when you like that.
And I do. And I love it. I like that a lot, Kurt.
Right.
And
that's the dog in him. Like, that's
dude.
competitiveness. That's a dog. I like that.
So
Kurt,
we're at the
like
Pro Bowl in 2022 in Vegas. It is an actual flag football game we're playing, right?
Yeah.
Centers are out there just to snap the ball. Besides that, we're sitting down. So I'm in the huddle. I pretend like I'm doing something. I'm snapping. And some quarterbacks are just kind of being like, "Yeah, this is fun. Bing, bang, boom, going there." And some quarterbacks are really into it. And I cannot tell you how insane, intense, and fired up Kirk Cousins was. Like it was a wild card playoff game. And we're all kind of looking at this guy. Like at first it was a little off-putting. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then dude started dicing it up. That being said, we talked about flag football being whatever. But just the way he approached football in general, especially that, at first it was a little off-putting. But the more you think about it, like, hey, you know what? He's unapologetically being himself. It's a competitor, and it's a dude who wants to know if you like that.
Well, I mean, I get. Hey, listen, there's, and I don't know if it's being 42 years old. I don't know if it's me just being cranky of the younger kids now acting like a JJ McCarthy. He's kind of like that. Like I'm gonna, but like doesn't go out and prove himself. But this is not this is not the case. And there's guys that I love that. Like that fires me up
No doubt.
in a sense of like a guy that has that much passion for what he's doing.
Oh no, he left.
Ah, he's back.
No, he's back. Okay, I'm gonna text him just so he's not on the pooper. All right, so for you guys who are waiting, we have Osiris Torrance coming on. I'm texting him to see if he's cool. He's in the chat. I really, I don't want to bring him on here and something being going on that would put him out, especially since we're live. Yep, I'm going to do it. All right, here we go. Ready?
We're bringing him in.
Oh, please have your clothes on.
I got him.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, dude. Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Right
so
on.
okay, dude. First of all,
We were thinking you might have been on the pooper.
well, no. Okay, so here's the thing, dude. Is like when you bring people on, especially when you're waiting in the live, they're not watching the show. They don't know the cadence. They know about the time I'm going to bring you on, like around this time.
Yeah, I
You know,
got you.
some people are like literally just looking up or
Looking
just
around
doing,
like-
like, dude, I hope you didn't be like, hey, I just got to go take my clothes off real quick. Come on.
Nah, I'm real professional.
I know you are. Hey, buddy, how the heck are you?
I'm doing good, man. Genuinely and honestly, I'm doing good. Enjoying all season. It was fast, but enjoying it. Body feeling good. Well rested, but I'm doing good.
Hey, you're not kidding about fast, dude. You're not kidding about fast. This might be the shortest NFL offseason in NFL history.
You think so? When was our last game? Our last game was like January 16th, 17th, something like that?
It was so late. I mean, because
It was-
when was the last time that a team made it to the divisional round and then had a change of guard? Have you had an opportunity to sit back and just kind of not only take in the season, right? Because you're trying to recharge and stuff like that, but have you had communication with Joe Brady, that whole regime? Pat Myers, a killer dude. Have you had an opportunity to chat with the folks there, kind of see the vibe what you're walking into next week?
Oh, yeah. I talked to Coach Joe like twice already. I mean, his phone line has been busy, I'm sure. But I hit him up a text message, then he called me like 2 weeks later. But we ended up talking. I mean, it's Joe. I know how Joe is. It's Joe. He called me 2 weeks later. No hard feelings there. I know he was busy. But I talked to Coach Pat Meyer a good amount of times already, like 3 or 4 times. He called me. I missed a few of his calls. But, I mean, I met him on 30 visit at Pittsburgh before I was drafted to Buffalo. So, I mean, I kind of had that early little relationship with him, so it was kind of good connecting back with him and seeing how he's gonna be back here. Then Coach Austin's still there, and then me and Coach Austin got a good relationship. So O-line wise and like offensive, I feel like it's gonna be kind of a smooth transition, you know.
Dude, there's no doubt. I mean, Pat, I still feel bad because I pretty much told him I was going to sign with Pittsburgh after that, and then I just didn't. Like, he was going on a flight to see his family for vacation. They made him stay, and I'm just like, nothing makes me want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler more. And then I just didn't go. But he seems awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, do you not put batteries in your smoke detectors?
Come on, man.
I swear, the smoke detectors got batteries. That means they're on. The beeping
That
means
does not
they're
mean they're
working.
on. No, that
Beeping
no,
means they're
not,
working.
no.
These are different irons.
The
The
live
beeping
chat,
means they're working.
the
No,
live
it does
chat is
not,
blowing
dude.
up right now. Like, so.
No, that's
The
fantastic.
Everybody's
No,
like,
beeping
do
means
I?
they're working.
no, that's great. Hey, so are you in Louisiana right now?
I'm back home in Louisiana, back where I grew up at.
You know what's great is so I listened to your post season, the locker room clean out day, and then like two months later you've been in Louisiana. Your Louisiana is shining through right now. It's excellent. I want you to take us back to Hammond, Louisiana. Is that where you are right now?
Greensburg.
Greensburg. All right, forgive me.
Mhm.
In Greensburg.
Yeah.
That's where you went to high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
so tell me what I like to ask folks is it's fascinating to learn where people are from and how it molded them not only as people but football players. Can you tell us how Greensburg,
Yes, sir.
Louisiana, molded you as not only Osiris Torrance, the man, the fascinating man, but also as the football player?
I feel like it molded me in the sense of it being a small town, and it kept me humble. It kept me like to my roots, because like it's one of the places where you go somewhere, you see somebody knows like they most likely know you, so it's always interacting with people and just being like grounded. I say, like you always go out see somebody that know your people and know your family, and I feel like growing up in that small town vibe just gives you a sense of like pride and just, you know, humbleness that kind of I feel like takes you a long way in football. And I feel like I use that to kind of guide me to throughout high school, college, and even now in the NFL. I feel like I use that to, like, you know, kind of set the bar for me, if that makes sense. And I feel like coming from a small town like this kind of makes it easier to be able to set that bar for myself.
Is
And
it a
any
good?
setting.
No, no doubt. Is it good? Is it a nice reprieve like the NFL life? I know Buffalo's a little bit different because it's an intimate setting in itself. But is it nice to come home to that small setting, that super intimate setting back
Oh
home,
yeah.
and just kind of resetting yourself not only your physically but mentally?
Yeah, definitely. Because I like you said, I feel like Buffalo has that feeling, but I feel like in the NFL, Buffalo probably is the smallest city that you can get to have that like nice small town vibe. I feel like Buffalo maybe a few other places, but I feel like coming back home it's even smaller, even more like less connected to the outside world. If that makes sense. And I feel like that gives you a time to just, you know, kind of just lock in. Not want to say lock in, just get grounded, kind of just relax and take the load off and be able to sit back and look like, all right, I did this throughout the whole season. I accomplished this. I didn't do this, and just sit back and just enjoy and just look at what you did, but also be able to have time to just relax and not do nothing, be around family, be around people you know, and just in a small town little area to where everybody's 30 minutes away. No, just
Well,
everything's closed, no stoplights. Everybody, you know, it's raining right now outside, so you know everybody kind of stuck inside, but it's just still a nice little vibe, you know.
well, and also too, you probably
Yeah.
can't go too many places in Buffalo because it is a small city.
Yeah,
When you
Buffalo.
go out, you go to restaurants, you go places, people are gonna know you, especially with the
Yeah,
mafia. You know,
exactly.
like they.
Yeah.
So when you get home, it's a nice place to be. You know, with family, friends, people that you grew up with, and
People that know you from before you became, you know,
yeah,
the superstar athlete. You know, how people look at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
people who can
right.
really bust your balls. You know what I mean? Like your real good friends, like your family. We all have that one uncle that just knows how to just get under your skin and do all
Just
that stuff.
ask you every time you see it, what happened in the last game? Like you saw it more better than I did. What happened in the last game? How would y'all do this? You think y'all going all the way next year? And just the generic questions, you know.
Like, what am I supposed to say? No, I
No,
don't.
I think we're gonna do terrible this
I
year.
think we're screwed. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You got to pander to folks, but at the same time, it's cool.
yeah, I like it.
Um,
It's all right.
well, okay. So interesting enough, you bringing that up, Casey. I would ask Osiris this and see if he shares the same sentiment. First of all, we're offensive linemen, so really no one cares that much. But secondly, like folks in Buffalo, if you're out and about, they understand that this is a pretty intimate setting with all these folks. They're going to leave you alone for the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they know who you are.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
they
like
definitely stare.
that.
They definitely stare.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that was my point. Like,
yeah.
in my time in Buffalo, like I went with Mitch. We were there for that when when he chugged the beer on the field. I was out there with him, and we
Mm.
had a hell of a time. But like,
I missed that one.
I got to mingle with the mafia, and they were amazing. They were
Yeah,
so welcoming, and just absolutely incredible. But I get your point, Mitch. Like he can go out and kind of do his thing, and they'll let him go. But it doesn't mean they don't know who he is.
yeah. They
Oh,
definitely know. They definitely stare. They definitely like you know kind of be a little timid. Some
Yeah,
do still come to ask pictures, but I mean honestly, I don't be minding. I like
yeah,
taking
yeah,
pictures
yeah.
of fan interaction. Yeah.
But like,
no,
cause
I mean,
Buffalo's, it's a small city. It's not like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean. Like, you go to another if you're playing for the Jets or the Giants or, and you're right. You know,
Yeah. It's,
O line unfortunately doesn't get the glam
no, it's
that
awesome.
oh yeah,
that
they forget about your
yeah.
line. You know,
Unless you
But
say,
I
hey, you're
mean,
the guy who
they
fucked that up
usually-
last game.
but I
Don't
mean,
do
it'd be
that.
a little different there. But they just be like, well, that's just a very big dude.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, it's fantastic. Okay, the Raging Cajuns
Yes, sir.
to
Louisiana,
the
Lafayette.
University of Florida Gators, only about an hour and 20 minutes away from the kid here in Jacksonville.
Mm.
Consensus All-American, first team All-SEC, drafted in the second round, 59th overall to the Buffalo Bills. You show up with grumpy old vets, but also an unbelievable room. You walk in as a young man who has a lot to learn about himself, I can only assume, right?
Yeah.
And now you're entering your fourth season in the NFL. Is it insane how fast time has flown for you?
I mean, especially when you put it like that, yeah. I mean, I've noticed it going by fast as it went by right in front of me. Just seeing how, like, once you get in the season and the weekend, Sunday, how fast Sundays come around. But putting it like that, it definitely goes by fast, and just seeing how fast time can change, but how much I can change in a short amount of time. If that makes sense. Like 4 years
No
isn't that
doubt.
much amount of time, but like the person I am when I first came there to the person I am now going there now is totally different. And I just feel like it's a new experience every year. That's why I feel like I can't get bored with the process because the process is the same process, but it's a different format every year, and something fun, and I just enjoy like that whole setting of going back and relearning myself, getting better as a player, realizing what I need to be better at this year, the next year. Kind of
No
the
doubt.
tweaks of the game.
Well, every season is a lifetime in the NFL, dude. Right? Like who I was as my first year to my 10th was completely different. Yet it's one of those fascinating experiences where you're learning until you're done. And you're going to hit
Exactly.
this intersection where
Yeah.
you physically can do enough, the most, and you've learned the most about the game. You're still at the infancy of your career, which is awesome, right? But what was one thing you would tell that kid who showed up that first day of rookie phase one, right? If you could give one piece of advice to that young man, what would it be?
Not to stress so much. I feel like I worry myself a lot, and I mean, not saying it was a bad thing, but
Sure.
it's just something I feel like I put myself through like more than I could have because like, I had you guys around me who was willing to like help and like you know talk to me if you need questions for this and that, and I felt like I needed to be up on y'all's level because I was starting, and I feel like I didn't have to do that. I could have just accepted my role as being a young guy and just following lead and just mentally being able to just not put as much on myself as I try to do. If that makes sense.
No, it makes
Being
total
out there,
sense.
being able to just be the young guy and being able to just exert as much as I can instead of feel like, oh, I'm starting, so I got to be able to do as much as Connor's doing at left guard, being able to help you or being able to get it across to Spencer instead of being like, Spencer, on the play, like, you got to help me out.
Yeah.
you know, instead of just winging it, being like, oh, I know what's going on. Let's just go,
That's
and
so
just hoping
true.
it, just hoping this goes true. So
Well,
Oh,
when you get to
I
dude.
that,
tell myself that.
when you get to that level, though, like you obviously deserve to be there, but it's not like going to college where you have a junior or a senior or whatever that's the
Mhm.
vet, and that's that you got a guy that's either 2 or 3 years older than you, and that's the vet, right?
Yeah.
So you go to the NFL and you belong there, obviously, because you got drafted there, and you deserve to be in that position. But there's always self-awareness, right, where you're just like, man, now I'm playing with the guys that are like 10 years older than me, 12 years, like
Horrible
Mitch.
on families. Yeah.
But
Matt
and you
Prater got a kid in college right now.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
but like you don't want to disappoint, right? you
Exactly.
you you want to you want to be part of that group and
Yeah.
know that you're going to give as you want them to know that you're going to give as much as they're giving, and try to
Yeah.
earn
And it's,
your role in that. It's tough. That's a lot for someone to take on, I
yeah,
guess,
it's
is,
like you try
is,
to
is what
fit
it is.
in. It's like you try to fit into that role and be perfect for it immediately, and that's not how it works. Like you,
No,
you,
no, no, no.
you never be perfect for a role that you just not come into. And even if you've been into it, like it's the NFL, like it's hard to be perfect at a role like that
Yeah,
in general. So it's just something that you just gotta, slowly work your way through and just get better each day. And yeah,
yeah. But I
Dude,
mean,
I
it's
was
like
I was gonna say, even those old guys, they're still stressing
yeah,
out.
yeah.
They're still messing up
Yeah.
all the time.
exactly. Yeah,
Because at that point you're like, man, I still got to do what I got to do, or this young buck's gonna take my fucking
Oh
place.
no! When
it's
Osiris
always
walks in, I'm like, I hope he can't snap the ball. This dude's fucking humongous. It's crazy. What's interesting, dude? Like, so you're gonna have a new crop of rookies come in,
oh
and
yeah.
they're gonna view you as a vet. What is that like? So, listen, leadership is such a fascinating thing that encompasses so many deals, and it's you can talk more about it and be more confused, right? But leadership is dependent on the person. Do you feel like it's one of those things that you're stepping into year four, you're going to have to be a leader in some capacity, and how do you envision yourself growing in that space?
Uh, Definitely feel like I'm stepping into more of a leader role because this being here on Buffalo is like this is just like the last time I've been on the same team for 4 years in high school. I remember in college I was there for three, and Florida I was on there for one. So being on the same team 4 years and having a footprint at this place to where guys are gonna come in, and even if they aren't rookies, there like gonna be like second year guys that may come in my position or younger guys they're gonna look at me as a vet. So it's just something that I'm willing to just accept and kind of just lead by example and be able to learn that role more. I've never been in that role per se, so it's not something I can just be say like I'm ready for because I don't know
Well,
exactly how I'm gonna manage it. But I know I'm gonna be able to learn a lot for myself by going through it.
no, dude, no doubt. It's one of those things that the best leaders, it kind of happens organically. Like you talk about, it, you're not going to force it when you first step into a locker room. You're not going to force who you are.
Yeah.
All this stuff. It's going to happen
Mhm.
naturally. You're entering your fourth season, which is a fascinating time in an NFL lifespan. Right? I'm not going to pry about this because it's not totally fair. But it's got to be in the back of your mind that a possibility of either a contract extension or you're going into your final year and you're going to hit free agency. Is it one of those things that's in the back of your mind? Or just like we talked about for this leadership role, is it something like, listen, I can't totally control this. I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to let the chips fall where they may.
That's kind of how I just kind of go about it, because it didn't necessarily hit me about it until you start seeing other guys start signing contracts, and I started thinking like, holy, I can, like, I look, you can't just sign a contract tomorrow, huh? Like, technically, or at least soon. So it's something that's definitely that wasn't on my mind until you start seeing, like, it start happening around the league, and then you start seeing guys you play with get money they deserve. You just be happy for those guys, and you start thinking like, man, it kind of get a little antsy, like it's almost like my time, but it's not. But it could be, but it's in your head. So it's more so about I try to think about it, but I mean it's there. It's something that's life changing. So it's definitely something in my head, but more so taking it day by day and just thinking about getting back and just getting into the rhythm of playing and getting ready for the season. Even though the season is months away, I feel like worrying about what I can't control is just gonna take me away from what I can. If that makes sense.
It's the healthiest way to live, my friend. I remember the time that year. So I kind of had an interesting deal where I had a season-ending injury in my third year, and they had
Yeah.
talked about it prior to that, like, let's get through this and re-up you. And then by the time that they had told me, like, hey, we're going to let you hit free agency, but in the ensuing months, but it's not because we don't like you. It was the most liberating experience when you come to terms with yourself and how you're going to handle it, right? Because there's only so much you can do. And so the one piece of advice I will give you is just focus on the day, dude.
Yeah.
Because everything, the stuff that you've done these past 3 years, you continue to do that, my friend, whether it's home or abroad. You're gonna have to wear a belt because those pockets are gonna be full of cheese, my friend. And you've deserved that, brother. Okay, so on another note, I find it fascinating the line of communication that you talked about. Like you broke a huddle, you're hearing a call from myself when you're a rookie, you're asking Spencer to play. As you gain time in this league, it's more so like you know exactly what you need to hear for each play. You need to know exactly what communication you need to tell each person. But you're in the middle of really the two folks who are giving information. Like the tackle sees stuff outside the box, the center setting the
I've
tone.
always wanted to know this.
What's the line of communication for you like, and is it different how you communicate with your center and how you communicate with your tackle?
It's definitely different from me and Spence because we've been playing right on side each other for the longest. But it's more so I feel like sometime in the game it's like Spencer tell me one thing and Connor say another thing, and I kind of have to decide which threat is more dangerous. which one which one is more of a threat? Is this guy Spence say that maybe coming off the edge more dangerous, or the guy kind of talking about the linebacker is more so like shifting towards the middle, so the safety blitzing the end, like that guy like really. So it's like a lot of times it do me in the game towards like I just gotta say F it and then just like go with either with Carl. And Connor have told me I do that sometimes because he can't see what's outside of Spencer. And if I had communicate that and I'm going towards that, just let him know if it's too late to say something to Connor and change it to Spence before the for the ball snaps, because you only got seconds to get as much communication as you can, So I feel like I feel like that's how I kind of communicate between both of them. But as far as like with Connor, it's just like we just definitely like we talking like the whole time, even between blocks we talking. And with me and Spence, it's more so like one word, like looks we give each other, or like just quick little yells, like feelings. I'm pushing him somewhere, he just kind of trusts me. So it's kind of like that since me and Spence been playing for a while, and I feel like we kind of got that little kind of chemistry going on. So it's different for both sides, but I learned how to make it work.
It's kind of like being a kid, whenever you're in like elementary school and they would they would say something and it would start at one end of the line.
Oh, telephone.
They'd be like, the grass is green, and by the end of it, it's like his ass is mean or something, like completely like the separation. But here's what I always wanted to know, and who is it the same person? Is it the right guard, left guard, or is it depending on the team who taps the center?
Sadly, it's
to
always
let them
the
know
right
that
guard.
it's time to go.
Sadly, it's always the right guard.
Whoa! What the fuck is that?
It's a cat.
It's my cat, CC. I said, sadly, it's always the right guard that's doing it.
Right. So is that? And I asked Mitch this earlier. Is that every team? Like it's always the right guard, or
no?
sometimes...
I see some teams that do the left guard. Or sometimes
No, dude, no, this is sick. Hey, I do feel like I'm partially to blame for you having to do that hand so fast. I'm sorry about
I kind of got traumatized on just as soon as I throw my hand, the ball's going. So I gotta just,
Mitch did
and
say you could throw hands. It was probably the hardest hand.
Well,
yeah.
no, dude,
We did used to do the drills together. We used to let me punch you in the chest. That used to be a fun
oh,
Fridays, the fast Fridays you call
yeah,
them.
Fast Fridays. Silo was trying to snatch my soul. I'm just like, dude, I got
I
arthritis, please.
was trying to make Coach Cone proud. You know, just I come into the league, I see this old guru of old line coach. I'm trying to just show him I'm a man. I'm trying to everything I can to show him I belong here. You know, trying to just give a little extra effort. You know.
Watch me punch this 30-year-old with rheumatoid arthritis. Watch me kill this guy. Hey, dude. So speaking on talking about you and Spencer's awesome relationship. I texted Spencer earlier today that I was like, hey, I'm interviewing Cybo. Do you have any words? And I
Spencer's
can't
the
read
man.
most of it. But what I can read is something that's pretty cool, and it's kind of talking on the same line that you said about the relationship you guys have, which is he's a big field out in the fly and play the game vibes going on with him. Also, I wouldn't use the word to describe his personality, but I think he gives a very stoic and candid way in which he plays. And he doesn't know this, but that's a very calming presence to me. Dude is never freaking out, stone cold the whole day. Can you tell me about the relationship that you and Spencer Brown have?
It's definitely like a quick relationship that formed that feels like we've been on each other for a while, like for longer than we have, and it's real, and I feel like it's organic. Like we didn't start out liking each other because we joke about it now because like when I came in, it's his third year, like he on his contract year, and it's like he come in now, he got a rookie on side. I'm trying to help him, and like we just kind of got off on I don't want to say got off on the wrong footed, but it's more so like learning how to play with each other, and somebody that's already been playing for a few years, and now you got to learn with a new guy, but the way our kind of relationship went towards is like we just learn how to play with each other. And he does kind of freaks out a little bit, which I I personally be thinking it's funny because I be always like, oh, it's not. I don't know. It's just in the game. I hardly don't ever get too tensed up. It's just kind of the way I am. But in the game, I see it in his face. He kind of be freaking out and tensed up, and it's just kind of it kind of to me is like it's common being able to calm him down if that makes sense. Like I'd be telling
No
like
doubt.
I'd be good, like yeah we on two, like he'd be looking stop we on one or two. I'd be looking like yeah we on two, bro. Like it's not that big deal. We good. We got 15 seconds left. Josh is finna give me the leg. You know like in that sense like it's kind of common being able to help him like kind of lock in because when he's locked in he's one of the best tackles in the league I think. So
Dude, no
it's
doubt.
good. It's a good feeling being able to help him stay like lock in. And he kind of does the same to me like his communication, like every time we go up to the line of scrimmage, and even every time it's when we got the hot side, he's calling out the numbers of the linebacker, and it's crazy because my rookie year he used to do that all the time. I never knew what he was doing the whole time. The whole time that's what we squeezing off of, and I just luckily the guy never came, so we didn't have to squeeze on him. But now I know like every time we go up there and it's on our side, we got the man side. He's saying a number. The number he's saying is the guy we're squeezing off of, whether it's a safety, a linebacker, or whatever. And
That's
I just
fantastic, dude.
appreciate small little communication like that. And he always does, and that kind of keeps me locked in, because I feel like I be trying to, even now still I feel like I be trying to do a lot with just knowing what's what, especially the away games with the cadence and things like that. And him doing those small little cues keep me like kind of locked in. It helps me be able to stay calm and collected.
Dude, it's people helping people. Life is a
Exactly.
people business. Football is a people business. It's all about people helping people. That being said, I was going to bring this up earlier when we talked about seeing your friends get paid. And I keep sliding in this damn chair. Excuse me.
Sit up, my son.
Thank you, Father. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a cat to fly up. So people
I know, that
people
was
helping
awesome.
people. That was
Where's he at?
that was excellent.
CC.
CC. People
That's
helping
good.
people. Okay. And seeing folks get paid. Connor McGovern, 4 years,
Oh, man.
52 million. But also a guy that played probably a pivotal role that people might not know in your development, even though he was a backup at the time, ended up coming in, starting, playing awesome, and got broke off for 4 years, $62 million to the New Orleans Saints.
Sure.
David Edwards. Can you tell me about what type of teammate David Edwards was?
I feel like Dave was like the perfect teammate someone can get coming in as a rookie. Like Dave was, like you said, not starting, not in a position where he wanted to be, and I didn't even know he came up from winning a Super Bowl a year before that. I think 2 years before that. So he was starting on a Super Bowl winning team, then come to a place where a younger guy starting in front of me and Connor being younger than him started, and him just being like at in a position to just help us out and help me out a lot. And I feel like he definitely helped me understand how to take coaching from Chrome, understand how to decipher what Coach McDermott was saying, because Coach McDermott isn't an easy coach to understand and listen to at times, especially as a rookie when you're starting for him. He's a defensive coach, so it's like things like that. I feel like kind of that you wouldn't think of, but Dave helped me understand and like realize about myself and about the game, about going out there and always saying like never going too fast and early in the game, letting the game come to you, like letting the plays and everything fall into place. Then you start playing your best ball. You don't got to go out there being having the best block the first play of the game. You go out there, you kind of ease your way into the game. That's how you like kind of build up to playing your best when the time is needed. If that makes sense. I feel like Dave definitely taught me that early on in my career. Then when he became the other guard, just him being just a good teammate, texting me random times of the day saying, hey, this guy got this kind of move because we blocking the same type of guys, and just saying stuff like that. The game day saying, oh, this guy's out. Like small stuff like that. He just kind of did it, and just to me, it helped me out, helped me like take the nerves off, or help me like be more locked into what we got to do and what we need to win the game. If that makes sense.
It makes total sense. Cheers to David Edwards.
Oh yeah,
feel like-
definitely.
Absolute goat, dude.
I feel like the
Yes, sir.
offensive line has to have the absolute most best communication of any
Position.
yeah. Because like, you know, defense you got D line, you know, you could talk to you're crossing here, this and that. But like I feel like offensive line has to be the most in sync out of any position on the field. Offense or defense. Because if you don't move together, if you don't move properly and get the right play call and put and pull and whatever, like it's not gonna work. It just
It
won't
falls
flow.
apart. Yeah, it falls apart. One person messed up is rare. I don't want to say that's rare, but one person messed up, you know,
It is,
offensive
dude.
line.
It's a wrap,
It's,
dude.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
It's
what I mean.
always
'Cause,
a
I mean,
round
like,
with the
you're going to have a
first
receiver that runs a wrong route or cuts it short or something. You can still get him the ball if you got a good enough quarterback. Running back will still be able to find a gap. Like, it's just, it just to me, maybe not, but it just feels like the offensive
It's
line.
third and
is-
long. Somebody mess up, it's a wrap for sure.
It's
Yeah.
a wrap, dude.
Yeah.
See ya. You're doing an RDL picking up the cue.
Exactly.
That's my
Yeah.
fault.
Okay.
Hey, brother. Listen, part of this gig, we wanted to bring you on because I've been itching to talk to you. This is a friend, and what you know, the type of player you've been, the type of teammate you are, fantastic. But it's also because I want you to clear some air real quick, okay?
hmm
This is this opportunity. What we're going to call this is Osiris's rebuttal. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to play you a video. We had Connor and Dave on. We played this game where we went through and we roasted some of our teammates and we toasted them. Okay.
Yeah.
And you came up a few times.
I
And
can't.
I want you to have an opportunity to rebuttal.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Casey, would you mind playing this clip, please?
Mind you, we love you. This is for fun.
We love you to death, dude.
Liable to add an extra squirt of cologne rather than take a shower.
There's one answer. There's one answer.
I feel like we
And
know. And we'll say it together. Osiris Torrance.
Torrance. I love you, Saib. I love you.
Hey, he's
Saib, I
great.
love you.
Who had the messiest locker?
Like
No,
I
go
would say
please.
Cybo because one, how dirty he is, and two, just, if he doesn't, like you don't know if he's showering or not after practice. So like
Oh,
it might just be grimy.
Jesus. Who's the smelliest dude you played with?
Okay, you know this for a fact too, because he's almost made you throw up.
Who?
Cybo by far, like the things that come out of his body.
Yeah, actually, we had beef. I love the guy, but man, so hey, here's what I do know. For a lot of this stuff, we raise a toast. I'm taking my toast back.
Yeah, the toast is gone.
That's actually some sloppy dog behavior that I can raise a toast to. Cheers to you, you gross bastard.
Okay, dude. Listen. Not fair. Not fair because
Not
you
fair.
weren't there. You weren't there. So I
I
want
wasn't
you to
there. I
clear
wasn't there to clear that,
Yeah.
man.
We-
First
we-
off, I mean, who isn't gassy sometimes? I get it. You know, sometimes you gotta eat breakfast in the morning, and it was like some days you had long days, and I had to eat breakfast for practice, and you know, you had the Korean barbecue that came into Buffalo, so I had to kind of test that out every week. So I mean, you know, they kind of had some days a little bit worse than other days. So you
I'm
know,
team gas, bro. I'm team gas.
exactly. And then Connor, I shower. It's just I don't wash my hands as best as everybody sometimes, and it's mostly on game days. Mostly on game days, but I think Connor is the one that Connor heard that story and stuck with us, and I just assume I don't shower as much. But it's just on game days where I just don't wash my hands, and that's, you know. No matter what, I don't just don't wash my hands on game days. If it's a night game, I wash my hands. If it's an early game, I wash my hands. I just,
Okay,
sometimes I
well,
might not shower, but most of the time I always shower because it just feels good to shower early morning before the
course.
game. But once you shower, that's it. I'm not touching no soap. No, might touch some cologne, but my hands not touching no soap, no water. Maybe touch a little water, but it's game day, man. I'm trying to get grime. I'm trying to get in that mode. It's like,
okay, that was gonna ask.
yeah.
Why on earth? Why, dude? So, because you want to get in that freaky, grimy mode, like you're gonna be doing some sleazy stuff.
No, I'm not gonna do nothing sleazy, but I mean, it's just my hands finna go to work. I mean,
Oh,
getting
like
dirty.
hands never look good after they go to work, come from work, huh? Like,
oh.
Well,
Hey, you know what?
blue collar
You know what?
hands, man.
Cheers to that. We appreciate you being able to run. Yeah, of course. Absolutely, my friend. Cheers.
I don't know if I could. Man, I understand superstitions. Love them.
Oh, it's not a superstition. It's just what I like to do.
Okay.
It's not, it's just like to do.
Oh no, this is
It's not
things
that
that
much
I like.
superstition. I don't think I'm gonna play bad if I don't do it. I just like to do it.
I just don't know if I could
For the
drop
love
a
of the
dookie.
game.
I just don't know
For
if I
the
could
love
drop
of
a
the game.
dookie and not wash my fucking hands.
For the love of the game.
No, it's for the love of the game.
Love of the game.
It's for the love of the game.
Oh shit, my finger poked through.
Hey, dude, do you mind if we do a segment by Labatt? All right.
Yeah.
Is that fine? Okay.
Segment.
Segment by Labatt, Brewed for the Roast, is not the segment, but Labatt is Brewed for the Roast. They're delicious. They're our sponsors. We thank them so much for sponsoring the show. It's very good. Okay. Brewed for the Roast, Labatt. Casey's on cue. Now, this segment is called Torrance's Takes. Okay. These questions are all over the place.
All
But just
right.
do your best to answer them as well as you can.
Fast.
all right?
You got time limit?
No.
Oh,
You can take
okay.
your time
No.
unless
Okay,
you
okay.
unless you think it needs to be fast. It's fine. All right. So first one, our buddy David Edwards just signed with the New Orleans Saints. He's now a Louisiana resident. Okay, you, my friend, are from Louisiana. You're there currently. A lot of stock in there. You'll have a lot of soul. Excuse me. Oh Lord.
Brewed for the roast.
All right, Brewford. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me David's perfect Louisiana day. He has a day completely off. Okay?
They completely off.
He's going to wake up, and whatever Cybo says he should do, he's going to do from sunup to sundown, from the time he wakes to the time he sleeps. What is he doing?
Oh man, they wake up. I'm pretty sure he's a nice little neighborhood. And sit outside, maybe take a little golf course stroll around the neighborhood. He got money now, so I'm pretty sure he can have a golf course. Have a little golf course ride around the neighborhood, drink his coffee. I think Dave's a big golf guy. He can be a golf guy today. He can go out there, go golf a little bit in the morning time, come back, eat some beignets, and drink some more coffee with his wife and the kids. Beignets is a Louisiana thing, so he just got something to golf with him. Then I feel like in Louisiana you can go and do a nice little swamp tour, man. Dave from up north, he ain't never been in no real swampy weather. So I feel like a nice little swamp tour or like a tour through New Orleans, man. New Orleans is a nice city to tour through. I feel like most people don't understand that. It's a party city, yeah, but during the daytime, it's a lot of touristy places you can go to and kind of visit. Then I feel like you can kind of knock that out the way around like 2 o'clock. Then you can go get some more food, get some oysters. I feel like Dave like the oysters. Dave's a big oyster guy. I feel like that'll kind of the oysters will rejuvenate him for the rest of the day. Then he kind of go downtown, see the aquarium. New Orleans got a nice little aquarium.
Oh, nice.
Something he can do again with his kids. He dates a family man. As long as he can have his kids, so he's willing to do it. I feel like
Little French Quarters action.
A little French Quarters action. Then probably take one of the little trains, the little Charlies around the city. Just enjoy the little vibes, New York vibes. Go down, walk on the good part of Bourbon Street. I feel like. The good part, you can't go too far with your kids, but it's still a good part. They have little bands, stuff out there. Yeah, it's a nice little part. Or just walk up the street a little bit, then go find another little place to eat at. I mean, it's a lot of walking. You sweating a lot, so you're gonna get hungry a lot out here.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. What is he eating? What is he eating for dinner?
What is he eating for dinner? Dave's a good steak guy. It's a nice restaurant. Houston's. He can go to Houston's. It's a nice steak restaurant out here. You go to Houston, so you can go there, enjoy a nice little steak with him and the family. Then he take the kids home, take everybody home. Then him and his wife can go out again. Do a little, just them time. I feel like some nice little bars out here, get some little wine tasting in New Orleans. Yeah. Enjoy the vibe. Maybe go to a little hookah lounge. Dave might want to try something different. You might want to try a little something different.
No,
man.
I think he would. I think that's right.
If we doing everything, I feel like I could just throw it in there. Just he might try it. He might have had 1 too many glass of wine and say fuck it and go. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Fuck it, dude. You're fine.
Would crawfish be included in that? Is that?
Oh, he can't eat crawfish and oysters on the same day. His stomach
Yeah.
won't forgive him.
It won't do it, huh?
His stomach won't forgive him. He do that,
I-
man. You can't
Hey
do
man,
that.
I love some
Dude, I
crawdaddies.
don't know if you know this, but my bachelor party was in New Orleans.
Oh, it was.
Oh, the thing I remember the most, besides just stepping in strange puddles around town that was mostly
yeah,
horse pee and people pee, the
People
food
vomit.
scene was so unbelievable.
Very good.
The food was fantastic. The steaks were great. Oh, the food was great.
I mean, I
All right,
got a
in the
picture
same
of
vein,
Mitch there if you want it.
in the same vein, Osiris Torrance, what is the correct amount of beignets to eat in one sitting?
Oh, at least 6 to 12. You can only order 6 to 12. So either you're eating them by yourself. If you don't want to watch your weight, you can just be nice. It's all season eat 12. It's season eat 6.
Sure.
But you got the family there. Just go ahead and order 24 to eat half now and eat the other half. But yeah.
The correct answer was until you throw up, but I feel like that's
I
that's
think
the
12.
amount.
I think 12 might get you there.
12 gonna have you real close, man. 12 gonna have you real close.
Okay, Osiris Torrance, you are a fantastic cook. All right, it's a religious experience. It's communal. It's everything. It's an art form, and you've mastered that art form. Okay, I want you to do the best you can in naming me the 5 mother sauces.
5 mother sauces of just what I like to use, you saying?
Okay, so I'll give you one. All right, mother sauce is hollandaise sauce is one of them. All right, a bechamel sauce. All right, I'm just going to read them out and see if you've used any of these. So, like hollandaise sauce is something that you put on top of, like eggs Benedict. Right? You ever had eggs Benedict
yeah,
and you put
okay,
that kind
yeah.
of yellow sauce. Bechamel is a white sauce. Velouté is a butter and flour sauce used for chicken and fish and veal. A lot of these have like roux, right? Espagnole is a brown sauce used mostly for red meat. Tomato sauce. Now we're going to pivot from that question to say, what kind of sauce do you find yourself making the most, and what kind of sauce do you love to make the most? And then thirdly, maybe encompassing this, what's a sauce that you started out like this seems good, but was almost it was impossibly hard to make, but when you made it, it turned out beautiful.
Cheese sauce. Like
Sea sauce.
cheese sauce as on like roux, like let me say roux, like fondue or like a cheese dip or like even cheese for making cheese.
sauce.
Yeah, because at first I feel like at first I would make it and I wasn't using heavy cream and the let me see the texture, the consistency it wasn't cheesy. It was more so like lumpy and I couldn't get it right. And I switched over to heavy cream, started using like different types of cheeses and I feel like I was able to like kind of master it. I didn't use no butter and it wasn't like greasy and nothing like that. I feel like cheese sauce kind of was a sauce that I feel like I make the most, but then I was hard at making it first. But the sauce I like making the most, I mean, my favorite sauce I like making now is like how you get the it's like a little red sauce. You saute your seasonings down, add a little chicken stock if you're doing like a chicken parm, or if you add a little beef stock if you're doing like beef stuff. But you put tomato paste in the pot and sear it down a little bit, add a little heavy cream, and then add the noodles. Then you start that heavy cream with the tomato sauce and a little chicken stock.
Oh, get them fired up, dude.
Oh man,
That's
that's one of my
fired
best sauces
Little-
to make. Yeah,
Okay, so
penne
next
alla
question.
vodka.
yeah. You know something? Yeah.
Oh,
Next question. Say Casey and I show up to your home in Louisiana. You have every food article, every cooking appliance, everything you would absolutely need. And we say, you go, hey, would you like something to eat? I'm like, oh, we don't want to put you out. And you're like, no, seriously. I'm like, no. And you're like, hey, guys, I'm going to make you food. Like, okay, fine. What's one thing you feel like you could go to give us, and it would just change our lives?
You just love it.
I just love it.
I feel like either my gumbo or my jambalaya.
All right, you only can pick one.
One of those two. Oh, the gumbo. Damn, I'm sick of gumbo.
Gumbo.
that's some
Yeah,
Louisiana right there.
y'all not allergic to seafood or anything? Y'all allergic to seafood? I just do. All right, so I do chicken and sausage gumbo. Add a little smoked turkey. Add some smoked turkey meat to it.
Oh, Jesus.
Smoked neck bones.
Fun
Like
fact.
anybody like okra? Add a little okra to it if you want to add a little extra vegetables to it. But it's gonna have a nice little southern meal, home feel to it. Have some rolls on the side. Do the potato salad if you like that. You got to try it both styles. the potato salad give it a different little texture. I wouldn't say texture. It gives it something to it, man. It gives it like extra to eat with it, but it's just a nice little mix. It's like putting sugar on cookies. I mean, it's
Oh,
like putting salt on cookies. If that makes sense. You know, to put the salt on
no,
the cookies.
no, it totally does.
That's exactly what happened. Mashed potato salad with gumbo is like. Putting salt on cookies.
Man, I would say going down south, the times I've gone down there, I love some gumbo. Love some
Dude,
gumbo.
it cures all ailments, whether physical or mental, for me.
Gumbo is definitely something you gotta try if you're gonna be in Louisiana. At least if you're gonna be in Louisiana for a few days, gumbo is something you should definitely try.
100%.
It's on half the restaurants you go to menus as a little appetizer. So might as
Okay,
well.
next question. What major do you think I had in college?
Major
What did I major in college?
communications.
It's a super valid guess. Casey's going to put up a photo and it's going to show you.
Let me guess. Oh, sports management. You was trying to be a coach?
Dude,
Oh, a chef. All right. It's a chef. That's a
I was
chef.
a-
Yeah, it's
I don't know if
probably
you
hard
noticed.
to see on his
All
phone.
right.
I'm a food and beverage
Chef.
major. This is the stuff. The capstone was you had to run a restaurant out of the hospitality school. So for a whole year, I had to, and I wasn't very good. Oh, dude, don't go on that. That sucks.
Don't get too close to it, huh?
And
Sorry,
no, don't get
sorry,
close.
sorry.
Yeah, that side tot is up there looking. Yeah, it's not flattering. But food. So when I heard you were the king of the grubbage, it fired me up because all I know is, oh Lord, isn't how not to get you sick because I was cooking my chicken to the internal temperature that it needed to be. KC, what does
Yes.
the internal temperature of a chicken need to be?
165.
Bingo bongo. I asked Casey this earlier.
Yeah.
And he did not compute it, but he thought, how would he cook the chicken? And actually, Casey, why don't you put us through this and then see if
Yeah.
Osiris would approve how you cook this chicken?
I understand. Chicken is one of the things that is people are very cautious of because of salmonella and getting food poisoning. I would go at 130. I'd do the inner temp at 130, wrap it in tin foil, and let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes and let it just self-cook itself and internally because it salvages the juices. It doesn't make it. Yeah, he's already rubbing his face like, nah, bro, you done fucked up.
Now, okay, no. So I like the thought.
It's
Are
kind
you
of like
checking-
a steak. You let it, you do it under the
see
temp, and then you wrap it, and then you let it cook itself within the foil.
But at 130, like what? Maybe at 155.
Yeah, so 130 just I feel like it's a little too low. It's just.
But
You-
how
you
about
taking
this?
a
You put it
chance.
in the thing and then you put it in the oven after that.
Well, I never
Maybe it's
threw
cooking
up,
inside
so
itself.
You do it. You do it like that now. Like, you
yeah,
kinda-
like I'll
you
do
might guess it.
130, and I'll it's hot, like it's a, and then I'll wrap it in foil and just let it bake itself in the foil, and it will get to 165. It will cook the middle.
As long
Cybo's like, dude.
as long as you're not making us barf and poop, like
Yeah.
let your fleek flag fly. You know what, Case?
Yeah.
I'm willing to dive on that sword.
Maybe not. I don't know. Don't do that.
We'll throw up together.
Maybe my stomach's just
Let's
more of an
together.
iron trap than most. But
Okay, Osiris Torrance. 2 more questions.
Yeah.
According to the CDC, what is the minimum amount of time you are supposed to take to wash your hands?
Oh, until the hot water start getting, till the hot water get there. Till the hot water get there, you put the cold water on, we get the soap on there.
Yeah, but like, what if it's
Right
immediately
time.
hot? Like you're just like,
Oh, all right then.
I know, 20 seconds.
15
Okay.
seconds.
Okay, close,
20 seconds.
close.
Oh, it's close,
15 seconds,
okay.
pretty good. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. All right.
Yeah, people helping people. All right.
Okay, yeah.
All right, the last thing, Osiris Torrance, and we have to say this. Thank you so much for joining the show.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
such
Absolutely.
a treat. You're a
I appreciate
fantastic
y'all.
human. What we would like you to do is after we conclude the show to stay on for 5 minutes. We want to catch up real quick.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sorry about my beep in the background.
Nah, you're good,
no,
man.
honestly, it's a flavor. It's like putting salt. It's like putting salt in a cookie, pal. It's fantastic.
It's a flavor. I like it.
It's a flavor. No, it's just great. It's awesome. Osiris Torrance, you are at the infancy of your career, my friend, but one day you will hang up your cleats. And you will have accrued all of these relationships, and you have played all of these seasons for one team or more than that. That being said, what do you want to be remembered the most as a player and a person when you decide to hang it up?
I'm gonna be remembered as somebody that was always there. Like I feel like now I haven't missed too many snaps. I feel like I'm always kind of healthy enough to stay available and stuff like that. Knock on wood, I keep being able to stay like that. But I feel like I want to be somebody that's like dependable, like not being able to tell from outside looking in. But if he was my teammate, y'all kind of everybody say the same thing. Like he was a dependable teammate. Like he came in and he kind of gave his best. Some days it wasn't as good as other days. Some days, he didn't fell off, but he came in at the start of every day the same. And I feel like that's something that I want my teammates to know. Like, no matter who I play with, what team I go on, I feel like I want them to say the same thing about me being able to come in and work and being able to, lead with that energy, if that makes sense. Yeah.
That does make total sense. My friend, we only cross paths. That's right. I nailed that, dude. That was fucking awesome. We only crossed paths for 1 year, but I have to tell you, it was an impactful year. I can't thank you enough for your fellowship. I can't thank you enough as a player and as a friend. You have a long, illustrious career ahead of you. If you want to play, keep playing that long. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you, pal. So cheers to you, my friend. God bless you.
Sure.
You're the man. Ozark
Thanks,
Water.
Sabo.
They're the best. That was Osiris Torrance entering his 4th year in the NFL. We can't thank you enough for joining us on In Good Company with Mitch Morse. Until next time, take it easy.
Nothing I can do about it now.